trend. Another guy we've been talking about on this show, Daniel Jones, leading the NFL in total QBR through week 3. In his last 20 seasons, or in the last 20 seasons, the only other Colts quarterback to do what Danny is doing was Hall of Famer Peyton Manning back in '06. He has 3 passing touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns, 0 turnovers. First player to do that since turnovers were first tracked over 90 years ago, which is crazy. J-Mac, does that continue he's going to play the Rams. So does that continue this week?
It's going to be different. The Rams and the way Jared Verse gets after you and those guys up front, he's going to have to hold the ball. He's not going to be able to hold the ball as long. But I want to talk about what he's been able to do and why he's been so successful. The boot play, him being under center, faking that handoff, getting out on the edge is where he's been able to be extremely accurate. And if no one's open, he's been able to run with the ball. See him against the Titans right there, finds an over route coming, and he's right on the money. The one thing that everyone said he couldn't do when he was a New York Giant was throw the ball deep. He's going to see the safety rotation here. And if you don't think he can throw the ball deep, this one is 55 yards in the air. Not only that, he's throwing it from the opposite hash. This is the longest throw. As a defender, we would challenge quarterbacks to make that style of throw. The next thing is having the answers to all of the questions that the defense poses. Right here, Shane Steichen gives him this concept where he has 2 guys going deep in an over route, but he has to read these 2 defenders on the right side. As soon as he sees both of those guys commit to the underneath route, he's able to put this ball accurately over top of the defender for a nice first down completion. To me, watching Daniel Jones this year, he looks like a completely different quarterback, being able to spread the ball around, but also the confidence that he's been able to play with.
You know what's insane? They've only punted 1 time this entire
The Indianapolis
season.
Colts.
Yeah, that hasn't happened since like the 1940s.
We all know McAfee because he was punting the whole time.
Exactly. That is so true.
Coming from a Titan right there.
Yeah.
Jason McCourty.
All right, Peter.
I just look at this matchup this weekend, though. I don't think it's going to be easy. You know, the Rams for 52 minutes had the Eagles silenced. They stopped Saquon. They dominated the line of scrimmage. They did everything right, and then things came undone at the end. I look at this as the Rams had been on the road in Tennessee, on the road in Philly, playing at 10 a.m. local time, their time, and now their home game. Everyone's crowning Daniel Jones. This feels like this could be a back-to-reality game. That said, if Jonathan Taylor gets going early, this thing might be real. And if you're a Giants fan and you're watching on your phone and Daniel Jones does this again a year after Saquon did what he did, you better hope Jackson Dart's having a decent day on Sunday, too.
And I like what you're saying there because it's almost a measuring stick game for the Indianapolis Colts.
And Denver was a great defense. And they
no doubt. No doubt about it. So it's to the point where they've shown us so much that every week we're all anticipating how they're going to show up with the better the teams are that they're going to face. So that's a credit to them and what Daniel Jones and this entire team has been able to do early on in the season.
Yeah, but if the Rams are able to stop the run, could be a different story. All right, week 4 kicks off Thursday night football. A couple of 2-1 teams in the NFC West, the Hawks, the Cardinals. Hawks have won 7 in a row against Arizona, looking to start 3-1 in back-to-back seasons under Mike Macdonald. Adam Schefter's back with us as we look ahead to this one. We know James Conner's done for the season. What's the plan at running back for the Cards?
Well, this will be the first night that Trey Benson steps into the role as Arizona Cardinals bell cow back. They're going to be leaning on and counting on Trey Benson, the former second-round draft pick, to step in and replace the respected, productive team leader that James Conner was. It's a big loss for Arizona, but I think they have some big hopes for Trey Benson. Meanwhile, on the other side of the football, the Seattle Seahawks listed Zach Charbonnet as questionable for this game due to a calf injury. However, he practiced in full Tuesday, he practiced in full Wednesday, and he is expected to be out there tonight, giving the Seahawks a 2-headed run game monster with Kenneth Walker. They've leaned more on Charbonnet. Now with him being healthy, back in the lineup, there should be plenty of work for him tonight against the Cardinals. And the Seahawks also will have 2 members of their secondary back, Devon Witherspoon, Julian Love, both out there tonight for the Seahawks. They've missed time, and those are 2 really good players, and that'll help against Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals. So the Seahawks get back a couple of defensive backs. They get back their running back. That should be a big help in a short week that they've been looking forward to, traveling to Arizona to play the Cardinals in the start of week 4 tonight, Hannah.
Yeah, and they already have 5 picks this season, second most in the NFL. Thank you, Shefty. Great being with you, as it is time now to pick this one and cue the gong, because We are all, yes, we are all, look at this. We are all.
Did we all pick this?
We're all on Seattle.
I don't like when we do this.
But you know what's crazy? I have them scoring like double the amount of points that you do. Why is that? You only have
Al Michaels in a defensive battle talking with
He'll be fired up, baby.
I got one touchdown from the Seahawks, and it's our guy Elijah Arroyo in the red zone. That's my call of the day.
Breakout game for Elijah Arroyo.
Game.
I love it.
If that happens, we're going to have to crown you an absolute genius. What did he have?
He will
one
remind
target
us.
and he didn't even catch the ball
Absolutely.
last week.
He'll be all over.
And one target, no catches. This week, touchdown.
He'll be all over social media tonight.
Just being like,
you hit last week, though, right?
Of course.
Dalton Kincaid
right out of the gates. Of course, guys, I don't lie.
Oh.
Elijah Arroyo, touchdown tonight.
All right, yeah.
That's why you watch.
From your mouth to his ears. I'm sure he's watching. He's tuned in.
He's probably like, why are they talking about me?
On his way to the stadium.
Arroyo, huge NFL Live fan.
You got Micah Parsons on Sunday.
Just getting to go out there and compete with a guy that's a good friend that that I've competed with in numbers of ways throughout this building, outside of this building. Yeah, just excited to go and have that matchup. And at the end of the day, it's not Dak versus Micah. It wasn't Dak versus Zeke. Like, those are never the headlines and never can be. So this is Dallas Cowboys versus the Green Bay Packers, and we've got to go and get a win.
Which doesn't sound much better than Dak versus Micah, the Cowboys and the Packers. What do you think of what he said?
I just think that they're in for a long night.
Yeah.
Because Micah Parsons is going to come and he's got a chip on his shoulder. Remember, Jerry Jones was very public about his thoughts about how they were going to be just fine after this trade. Micah Parsons has been a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Meanwhile, the Cowboys can't do anything on their defense. It's the culmination of a lot of things, and I fear it's going to be a really long night for Jerry.
Yeah, it could be. Just like the last time the Packers were in town and bounced them out of the playoffs in very embarrassing fashion. All right, time now to see what's on trend around the NFL. Starting in Detroit, we have seen a night and day difference in how Jared Goff has started his season from a year ago. Yep, under new offensive coordinator, the aforementioned Johnny Moe, Goff is far more accurate with his throws, twice as many touchdowns, has as many picks. His QBR is also doubled. I mean, J-Mac, does this continue for Goff? Because they're going to face the Browns, and that defense is looking good.
Jared Goff is a monster, an elite quarterback in this league, but I think it's going to be a little bit different this week. This Cleveland Browns defense has been able to shut down everyone that has been put in front of them. They are an attacking defense. They get after you, and they tackle the run on their way to the quarterback. Jared Goff, I think, is going to be a long...
Yes, to cite two native New Yorkers, Simon and Garfunkel, Giants Nation turns its lonely eyes to you. Jackson Dart is just 22, but he's the latest savior of a franchise that has been rudderless over the last few seasons. See, the Giants are 1-14 in their last 15 games, with their lone win coming in a meaningless Week 17 game against the Colts that likely cost them the first overall pick and last year's Heisman winner Cam Ward in the NFL Draft. Giants aren't only bad, but they're bad when the entire world is watching. The team's primetime record, 2-19 since 2019, is the worst in the entire NFL in that span. So after another primetime dud last Sunday night versus the Chiefs, the rookie Dart gets the nod on Sunday. Jackson Dart takes over an 0-3 team in the biggest media market in the world with absolutely no safety net in sight. Oh yeah, and his team boasts the 31st ranked defense in the league despite 4 first-round picks on the defensive line. But Dart does something different. He brings hope. Brings hope to a building that's been absolutely devoid of it. He brings excitement to a fan base that is really at risk of losing an entire generation of kids who want to root for the hometown team. And that hope extends to a coaching staff that may or may not be on the proverbial hot seat. See, since Eli Manning last took a snap for the Giants in 2019, Big Blue fans have watched Daniel Jones, Colt McCoy, Mike Glennon, Jake Fromm, Davis Webb, Tyrod Taylor, Tommy DeVito, Drew Lock, and most recently, Russell Wilson take snaps under center. That list of names is a graveyard of names that have zero place in the team's rich and storied history. So Jackson Dart, it's your turn now. What are you going to do with it? Let's go.
Yes. You need, you need a smoking jacket.
Yep. Yeah.
You need a cigar, and you need a dark glass of some kind of liquid
I like
next
that last
to
part
you.
the most. Yes, I would love that.
And you lost your pack there, your audio pack.
30 minutes.
The NFL Live
I mean, it was really smooth until you lost your audio pack there.
I needed my phone.
All right. So that was just a beautiful
Was it
essay.
too depressing, or was it okay?
It was really
Okay, it was
depressing,
dark, yeah.
especially
You
with
were
the music.
embodying Giants fans right now.
I
so.
was.
That's why you needed that. The Giants fans
But I
need
have
a
hope.
glass of some dark liquid. Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk about Jackson Dart. Interestingly, Malik Neighbors, he's a career low 2 receptions last week for 13.